start in a comfortable seated position on the ground, perhaps sitting on a pillow, even a chair if you want to finish the rest of the practice in bed. And just taking a few deep breaths to start us off here. Inhaling through the nose if possible, pulling the air all the way into the belly, and then slowly exhaling, again out through the nose. Inhaling again. When you get to the top of your breath, seeing if you can pull in just a little bit extra air, and then slowly exhaling the breath, trying to make the exhale just a little bit longer than the inhale. We'll start to come now into our first position, puppy dog pose. You may want to use the pillow to rest your head on, or you may not. It just depends how open your shoulders are. So bring your knees so that they're under your hips, coming onto your hands and knees. And then starting to walk your hands forward, keeping your knees and hips in line. Walking your hands forward until your forehead comes to rest on the mat or the pillow. Feeling a nice big stretch between the shoulder blades and the upper back. And gently pushing your hips upwards a little bit more. And throughout these poses, taking with us those nice deep breaths that we started doing when we were seated. To come out of this pose, slowly walk your hands back up, and we'll come into a supported child's pose. So bring your feet together, knees about mat width apart, and pull your pillow in between your thighs, and then walk your hands forwards and rest one ear on the pillow. You might need to use two pillows here or a few cushions just to get the support both on your torso and on your head. So if you need to pause the video here to get comfortable or go grab some more props, you can feel free to do that. Once you're comfortable in the position, focusing on deep breath, focusing on letting any thoughts go or float to the back of your mind. You're here now for these 15 minutes. It's just choosing to keep your focus on the present. We're around the halfway point here, so maybe just switching your ears, stretching the neck out on both sides. And if your mind is starting to wander during these poses, know that that is perfectly normal. I think I say this in every single one of my videos. It's very, very normal for your mind to wander. All we want to do is acknowledge where it's wandered to, and then just make the choice to bring our focus, the focus that we can control, back to this present moment, back to the breath, back to the feelings in the body, just allowing your body to be fully supported by the pillow. A little effort in your mind, but no effort or tension in the body, seeing if you can release the shoulders and the neck and the jaw here. And moving very slowly, start to walk up from this position. Move the pillow aside for just a moment. We'll make our way into seated position. So I'm going to do butterfly pose here with the soles of my feet together. You can also just do a normal cross-legged pose, whatever feels good for you. You can fold forwards just to stretch out, and then bring your pillows or cushions onto your lap. If you were sitting on a chair earlier, you can even rest on the chair. We just want to make this forward fold as supported and comfortable as possible so that you don't need to use any effort to keep your body semi-upright in this position. And all of these forward folding poses are activating our parasympathetic nervous system to encourage the rest and digest system of the body as opposed to the fight and flight, which we can really be in all day if you are at work or if you have doctor's appointments to rush around to or just being in traffic or anything like that. So this really counteracts the stress of the day and that high alert mode that our body can come into. And now's also a great time just to check in with your breathing, making sure we're still taking those really deep, slow breaths all the way into our belly and taking those really slow exhales. And when you're ready, moving nice and slowly, we'll come out of this position. And you're going to bring the pillow over to a wall or a chair or even the side of your bed. And come so that your back is to the pillow. And then you can lean back on the pillow with your hips and swing your legs up onto the wall or to the bed or the chair. So your hips and your lower back are resting on the pillow and your legs are up the wall. You can bend your knees or keep them straight, whatever feels good for you right now. Placing your arms down by your sides. This is great for taking some tension out of your lower back and again, activating the rest and digest system. Again, if your mind is wandering, bringing that focus back to the breath. Allowing your torso to be fully supported by the cushion and the mat, releasing any tension in your shoulders, your neck, your lower back, your forehead, or your jaw. Staying in this pose for a few more deep breaths. And when you feel ready to move, rolling off your pillow, we'll come to lay down in our final pose in Shavasana. Now, you can use the pillow here to perhaps slide it under your knees. Some people even like to rest the pillow on their chest for a little bit of weight. So wherever you want to put the pillow, or perhaps you're more comfortable without the pillow, coming into position laying on your back, letting the feet fall to either side, placing the arms by your side with the palms facing up, and closing your eyes. Now, whatever's happened today, we've prepared the body for bed. We've helped our body and our mind stay still when perhaps it's tempting to be moving around or thinking of what you need to do tomorrow or what you did or didn't do today. Doing these poses on a regular basis will really help to prepare the mind and body for bed to get a deeper, more restful sleep and to fall asleep more easily. These are also all excellent poses, either alone or together, that you can do in bed if you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night, or if you're lying in bed for an hour and can't fall asleep and are restless, but also don't really want to get out of bed. These are all great poses you can do to help aid the body into sleep. And even if you don't fall asleep, these poses will aid in a deeper rest, so you'll get some of the same benefits of sleep even if you cannot fall asleep. You can feel free to stay in this posture for as long as you would like to. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice, and I hope that you have a restful evening. Thank you again for joining me. Namaste.